Hi everyone, Christopher Morgan here. I recently had a customer ask me about live web chat in EasyVista and how they would be able to enable their end users to do live web-based chat to their service desk. And I thought this was an interesting project and something that I wanted to build into EasyVista service apps. So I wanted to take a few minutes and show you what I did, how I did it, and talk about how it's going to work as we move into the consumerization of IT and bring other functions like that into the enterprise. So first things first, from my EasyVista Service App Store here, I've got my chat app at the top, and I'm just going to run this application. It's going to open in a browser tab. This is also going to work on your mobile device or your iPad. And it's just a very simple application with a form to open up an incident or perhaps engage with the service desk using social media channels. But what's very interesting is this chat widget that we have in the bottom right here. And what this is going to enable me to do is, from an end user perspective, like my view here, to talk back and forth between an agent on the other end. So let me show you how it's going to work. I'm going to type a request here, like my printer doesn't work, and I can't spell, but that is just to show you that there's integrated spell checking. I'm going to send it, and it's going to ring on the other end. So I'm going to answer that, and now have a two-way live conversation back and forth between the service desk technician and the end user customer here. So that's the concept in a nutshell. Let me talk a little bit how it works. So the tool that I used here is a free web-based chat tool called talk.to. Now, as we'll see a little bit later, EasyVista is agnostic to the chat tool, and it's using a web service call to talk to this talk application, just as you could do with a link, with a BombGuard, or with any of the other multitude of chat applications out there. So we know that EasyVista does not have its own organic chat capabilities, and we rely on the other enterprise tools out there like the BombGuard, like the link, like the talk. So the real power here is to be agnostic to that technology and just use the integrations and web services to be able to interact with the tool that way. Let me show you how it's done. Now if I go back to my Service App Store here and click the Edit button, it's going to take me into the palette designer that we use to build and mock up these apps. So this is the outline here. Just close that. And the chat. We're going to go over to the widgets on the left. So every widget or every neat little thing that we have represented in the service app shows up in this list. We've got the logo, we've got the social media, we've got the header here, we've got the embedded incident form, but what's really interesting is this talk widget. Now this is a type of widget in service apps called secured HTML. And here's the contents of that. I'm going to click the editor to get into that HTML, and I'm going to go into the code view, not the WYSIWYG header, because this is some embedded code. Now this little chunk of code here comes from the talk application. We get it from their back end. And what I'm able to do is copy that, paste it in here to this secured HTML. It's not at all visible to the user, as we can see here, and it just kind of hides between the other two widgets here, and it's represented on the right here where I'm spinning the mouse, and what it's doing is displaying that green chat capability in the bottom right here. So without any real coding, just cutting and pasting code that this tool provided, and just some dragging and dropping of the other elements in this page, I was able to mock up this live chat application in service apps to be able to offer that experience between end users and technicians live engaging with the service desk. This is just kind of scratching the surface of what we can do with this application, and as I mentioned, there's a multitude of other tools out there that will allow you to do very similar things. So if you've got additional questions or want to dive a little bit deeper, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at EasyVista, and we'll be happy to help. Have a great day.